What's up, everyone? We're live, and it's early. We're here early. How about that? What do you guys think about that? So, we're here. It's 11:09 p.m. Eastern Time. As you can see in the background, I've cleaned up a little bit. I got a lot more to come. So, very soon, you'll probably see a couch back there, and you'll see posters on the wall. So, that's my plan for the immediate future. I've also got my gaming setup completely done. So I'm gonna try to show you guys. You're gonna see a lot of other room, but the computer is done, guys. It's done. It's built. I've got a brand new spanking computer. What do you think about that? What do you have to say about that, huh? Right there. Oh, it's falling. There we go. All right. Brand new computer. Boom. What can you say? What can I say? I'm here. So I've been gone for a while, so just kind of wanted to come up about 5 minutes early for, the people that are coming in at 11:15 to see WrestleTalk. You'll see WrestleTalk. The people that just want to come in and chat a little early, SmackDown's been over for about an hour, so I've just been kind of sitting here bored, setting up my stream. So I figured I'd go live a few minutes early and just explain kind of where I've been and where I'm going. So basically, starting now, I will be going live as scheduled. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. So, and Sunday, yes, every single Sunday, including Sundays that there's no pay-per-view. I'm still going live. That's the plan. Unless I'm out of town, and I will let you know ahead of time. So you can count on it. You can be here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 11:15 Eastern Time, live on RC3 Wrestling, RC3 WrestleTalk. We'll be right here. But I want to thank you guys. Thank you guys for the support on Facebook. We're almost at 2,000 likes on Facebook. That's ridiculous. 2,000 people want to just come up and chat wrestling with me? How freaking cool is that? That's the coolest thing ever in history, in the history of YouTube and Facebook and online in general. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm just going to type this out so you can guys kind of see. So you might see like a black, just an empty space on there. If I type welcome, you should see, if it works correctly, you should see that come up. It might not work. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. I will figure it out. Boom, 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 boom. I don't think my viewer counter is working either because there should at least be one because I'm watching my own stream. So, I don't know. I'll have to figure that out by the next episode. So, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I can do it now while we're live. Let's see. It might not let me change anything while we're live. Yeah. Yeah, it won't let me do much while we're live, so sorry guys, that's just not gonna work today. It's just gonna say 0 viewers. There's actually one. I'm talking to myself right now, so thank you. But I know a lot of you guys, so I don't get a whole lot of live viewers yet. I think that will come over time. Right now, I get more viewers after the fact. So generally, when I wake up the next morning, after this stream has been on my channel for a little bit, I end up with 10 or 12 views the next morning, so that makes me happy. Usually, from so far we're on a streak. Every episode of WrestleTalk, I've gained at least 1 subscriber, so thank you for that. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into SmackDown. Oh yeah, SmackDown tonight. So the NWO stuff, to me, like, the same as it was. I know I wasn't here for AEW last week, but the same way that they used Jake the Snake Roberts, but this was even less. They don't overexpose the NWO. I'm not sure where Hulk Hogan was. I'm not sure why he wasn't there. But they used the NWO to rub the younger talent, and that's perfect. That's exactly what they're there for. That's exactly why you should. That's exactly how you should use legends. Bring them back, give the younger talent a rub, and that's it. And then they get to go into the Hall of Fame in a few weeks. So I thought it was fine. You know, I mean, obviously those three guys are pretty rusty on the mic, and it was kind of funny watching them kind of scramble their way through. But I still thought it was funny. I thought it was interesting. Yeah. But anyways, I thought it was good. Good stuff. Good stuff. I want to do something. So I want to test my CPU usage. So I'm going to go Control-Alt-Delete and Task Manager. No, not Task Manager. Control-Alt-Delete. No. How do I should know how to use a computer by now. How to test computer CPU usage. Yeah, Control-Delete. And Task Manager will do more details. Here we go. So we're using 13% of the CPU, and that's it. Like, we're on a live stream right now, 1080p, excellent connection, and we're only using 13 to 15% of the CPU. We're using 31% of the RAM. Ethernet is barely doing anything. GPU, we're using 32% right now for the 3D graphics. So, hey, I think we're running pretty strong. We're doing okay. I wonder how each core's doing. I know this is boring you guys, I'm sorry. But I'm just curious. I'm curious to know how my new computer is handling a live stream. And it's working really well. So I'm really glad I upgraded. I was going to get the Ryzen 5 2600. I ended up getting the 3600. And it helps a lot. So I'm going to quit boring you guys with specs on my computer. But yeah, 12% of my CPU, I can do more. I can stream some more stuff. We'll see. Anyways, sorry, I was talking about SmackDown. I get sidetracked. I thought the show was okay. You know, it's a go-home show for a pay-per-view, so you can't expect but so much out of that. I mean, basically, they're going to be promoting each match, and I thought SmackDown did a really good job. First of all, let me give WWE credit on something. Elimination Chamber is always been kind of in the way of WrestleMania season. Like that February-March pay-per-view is always really in the way of Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. And I think they're doing a good job of highlighting their women's division, their tag division. There's no world title matches on this card. There's an Intercontinental title match. You know, your mid-card's getting highlighted. So I think they're doing a really good job of saving the main event stars for WrestleMania and promoting the mid-card, the women's division, the tag division. Some of the people that don't usually get all of the spotlight, they're getting more spotlight on this pay-per-view. And because they're probably, a lot of these people are probably going to be on the pre-show or not even on the WrestleMania card. So props WWE for doing this the right way and for making this show important in a different way. So it's not exactly, you know, going to be show of the year or anything, but it's still a special show because it's people that aren't going to be important at WrestleMania get to be important on this show. So good job. Props. I'm proud of you for doing that. That's a great, excellent idea. Excellent job. Your two chambers are the women and the tag teams. There's no main event in WrestleMania on the line, nothing. Because in the past, Elimination Chamber has always been a one-match show. You don't care about anything else besides who's going to win the Elimination Chamber and go on to the main event of WrestleMania. This year, You just straight up came out. Roman Reigns accepted Goldberg's challenge to be his challenger at WrestleMania. You could have argued why he got that title shot. Maybe they should have put him in a match at least. But anyways, to each his own. So that's my only complaint is how they went about that aspect of it. But as far as hold on. Interesting. Sorry, my mouse like quits working randomly, and I finally figured out when it's on any color besides my standard color, it doesn't. How stupid is that? Like, here's my mouse. So I have mine on blue because my computer setup is blue and purple. That's just what my setup is. But if I go to any other color, my cursor just stops working at all. I don't know, like it just doesn't work anymore. So whatever. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked again. SmackDown tonight. The main match for SmackDown at the Elimination Chamber is your Intercontinental title match, which you promoted in the opening segment with Sammy, Shinsuke, and Cesaro versus Braun Strowman. I kind of hope you give it to Sammy and them because it's going to make them look terrible if they lose it. I know you want to book Braun strong, but these three can't just keep losing every week. You got to build them as a credible faction, especially if you're going to build them more in the future. So I kind of hope that they capture the titles, and you could do some kind of weird, like, all three of them are Intercontinental Champion thing. So it could be pretty cool the way you do it. Just be creative with it, but I think they need to win this week. I say this week, they need to win, like, this match, this specific match. I can't figure out. I think this is the best spot for the mic. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do the mic. Should I have it facing towards me? I got the Yeti mic, and I think facing towards me sounds better, bit like audibly, but I feel like it only comes out of the left ear more than the right ear, so I don't know exactly what's going on. We'll fix the technical stuff. We'll fix it. We'll get there, guys. We'll be okay. We're doing good. We're doing a good job. Anyways, you built the Intercontinental title match in the opening segment. You built the, you had a couple women's matches, and then you built the tag team match, which is your big match for SmackDown. You know, Raw has the women's elimination chamber. Your big match for SmackDown is the tag team match, and you built that in the entire second half of the show. You spent an hour doing a gauntlet match. It was a really cool gauntlet match. And God, I hope Tucker and Otis win those tag titles. And I know everybody else is with me. So I don't like the fact that they took it off of New Day and put it on Miz and Morrison this early, but it wouldn't make sense for Tucker and Otis to beat the New Day. That wouldn't be exciting because they're both baby faces, so the crowd would just be like, yay, oh, like, oh, ah, ah. So I'm glad you did it. You put them on the heels if you're going to give it to Heavy Machinery this weekend. That's my hope. And I hope it's down to, if you're going to do this, there's only one way to do it. Have it come down to Heavy Machinery and Ziggler and Rude. Have Otis pin Ziggler, win the tag team titles. Mandy Rose comes out and celebrates with Heavy Machinery. That's how Elimination Chamber needs to go off the air. Tag teams can be the main event. Tag teams are exciting. That could be the best match, one of the best matches of the year. Do it. Eliminate Miz and Morrison, second to last. and it comes down to Rude and Ziggler and Heavy Machinery. Otis pins Ziggler. Heavy Machinery is the brand new tag team champions, and Mandy Rose comes out and gives Otis a hug and celebrates with Heavy Machinery as the show goes off the air. Do it, WWE. Don't screw this up. You've got a show that's right before WrestleMania. There's really nothing huge happening. Just play with it. Just have fun with it. Have a fun show. Do it. Do what I say. You see how many viewers I have? I have 8 subscribers. And you guys don't want to listen to me? What do you have? Just like 300 million subscribers on YouTube? And I've got 8 subscribers? I mean, why would you... You're stupid not to listen to me. I don't know why you don't listen to me. You guys should have somebody on staff specifically to watch my episodes every single night and do everything I say exactly as I say it. Do it, WWE. Do it. So, I think I'm excited about Sunday. I think I'm good. I think it's going to be a good show. Raw was good this week, and WWE is doing a good job right now of, like they built John Cena and Bray Wyatt a little bit this week. You're planting that seed for WrestleMania because outside of Roman and Goldberg, Bray and Cena are going to be your biggest match coming out of SmackDown at WrestleMania. You've built that match. You've done a good job of building all this up, and now all you have to do is just do it. Just do it right. And but you've done a good job of building the big matches that you have coming out of your show at WrestleMania and Elimination Chamber as a show. So they're kind of 2 separate things because of what we talked about. But I think overall there's not a whole lot to talk about from this SmackDown because it was basically one match. You had the NWO segment at the beginning. You had 2 women's tag team matches, I want to say. Sheamus came out and squashed somebody. Daniel Bryan's going to be facing... he has a match this Sunday, so that's cool. I hope that leads to whoever he's going to be wrestling at WrestleMania. But we'll see. Hope that all comes together. But with that being said, guys, I think that's all I've got for this evening. There's not a whole lot to say. I mean, it was a pretty simple edition of SmackDown. It was just a go-home show. I thought it was pretty entertaining. Go watch the highlights from the Gauntlet match. Heavy Machinery did a great job of playing the Iron Man in that match, and then they fell just short to their rival Dolph Ziggler at the end. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, if WWE books this right, Sunday could be really exciting. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited for a show that's not, WrestleMania. It's not the biggest show of the year. It's just a fun little show right in the middle, right before WrestleMania to warm us up. It's just like, it reminds me of it's really not similar to this, but it is. It reminds me of New Japan when they do that New Year's Bash show the day after Wrestle Kingdom. And it's like a fun little, we're not all uptight trying to put on the best show of all time. We're just out there having fun. And I know it's not similar to that at all because it's like a month away from WrestleMania and it's before WrestleMania, not after. But it just kind of reminds me of that kind of environment where we're just kind of playing around, putting some people that probably aren't going to be, featured on the WrestleMania card very heavily. And they get to go out there and put on a great matches and just entertain a crowd for 3 hours. And you can further some storylines and you can help build towards WrestleMania. But leave your build for SmackDown for the most part and do, focus your Elimination Chamber on just building these few storylines that you have. So good job, WWE. I'm going to look up the full card and I'm going to give you some predictions. Elimination Chamber card. Alright, so I'm just reading off of CBS Sports, reading down the matches. So, first off, we have the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Natalya versus Liv Morgan versus Shayna Baszler versus Asuka versus Ruby Riott versus Sarah Logan. This is the most predictable match on the show. Shayna Baszler is winning this Elimination Chamber, and she's going to kill everyone in it. There could be a cool moment. I think you should start the match with Ruby Riott versus Sarah Logan, and then have Liv Morgan as the first person out of the pod. That could be a really cool moment to have like a Riott Squad triple threat for a few minutes, and then maybe have Liv Morgan eliminate Ruby Riott and Sarah Logan, and give her a little bit of a rub, because Liv, I think, has the most potential out of those three. Natalya is just kind of there to give somebody a rub. Asuka could be, if Shayna Baszler is not going to win, like let's just say she fails a drug test this weekend or something, or just Vince McMahon just randomly changes his mind, Asuka's the only other choice right now. You could go Liv Morgan, but Asuka's the only other choice. But my prediction is Shayna Baszler. It's easy. Braun Strowman versus Shinsuke, Cesaro, and Sami Zayn. I'm going to go Braun. I really want Shinsuke, Cesaro, and Sami to win, but I think Braun Strowman is the way to go, the way WWE is going to go here. If you're going to have an IC title match at WrestleMania, Strowman's definitely the bigger draw, and you can have him wrestle like Tyson Fury, or, you know, if you're going to bring in a celebrity to fight Braun Strowman, then definitely keep it on Braun. So I'm going to predict Braun Strowman here. Street Profits versus Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy. I'm going Street Profits. I think Kevin Owens and or Samoa Joe is going to come out and cost Rollins and Murphy the match. Yeah, I'm going to go Kevin Owens for the assist again. You know, same way they won the titles. I think it's going to happen again, and it's going to lead to Rollins versus Kevin Owens at WrestleMania. AJ Styles versus Aleister Black in a no DQ match. So I think this match is going. I'm going Aleister Black for the prediction, with the assist by The Undertaker. I think AJ is going to put on a great match. I think he's going to be about to win, maybe going up for a phenomenal forearm. Lights go out, gong, and it's over. Undertaker's going to be in the ring. He'll probably hit him with a chokeslam and or tombstone. Aleister Black hits the Black Mask and wins the match. So I'm going Aleister Black here with interference by The Undertaker. Or it might just be a gong. It might not even be him. It might just be a gong and then a Black Mask, and then you're dead. Bye, AJ. I know you need to build up AJ for The Undertaker at WrestleMania, but you can have him lose this match because of it being an assist by the. I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that. Andrade versus Humberto Carrillo. You could see this is a United States Championship match. I think this might be the match where Ray and Angel Garza come back. I think you might see Ray come out to try to help Carrillo, Garza come back to try to help Andrade, and then you end up setting up for that fatal four-way at WrestleMania. So I'm going to say Andrade to retain. We don't need to toss the title around too much here before WrestleMania, and then I think you launch Humberto finally at WrestleMania in the fatal four-way between these four. So this has been a great feud all around. These four are just fantastic. Daniel Bryan versus Drew Gulak was just added. I'm going Daniel Bryan here. I think this is a way to build him up for whoever he's going to wrestle at WrestleMania. He's just going to be built up, get a good win, and then whatever you're going to do with Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania, you've already got that build there. You've already done it. So I'm going Daniel Bryan for the clean win here. And finally, The Miz and John Morrison versus The New Day versus Heavy Machinery versus Rude and Ziggler versus The Usos in an Elimination Chamber match. I already told you, WWE, there's only one way to do this, and this is my prediction. Heavy Machinery pins Dolph Ziggler, Otis pins Ziggler win the match in the main event of this pay-per-view, and they go on to WrestleMania, or not WrestleMania. Mandy Rose comes out. She realizes that Otis didn't do anything wrong, and that it was Ziggler all along screwing everything up. Otis pins Ziggler. They win the tag titles. Mandy celebrates with Otis. We go home happy. Good job, WWE. Thank you for listening to me. That's the only way to do it. It's the only way it's going to be done, and it's the only way you're going to listen. So, that's just how it's going to be. Good job. With that being said, guys, we'll be back up on Sunday to see how my predictions looked. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I want to thank you guys so much for the subscription that you're going to leave me and the comment that you're going to leave down below. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you hated the video, leave a dislike. Just let me know what you thought. Give me some feedback on how I can improve. I'm trying to improve my studio here, make it look a little better for you in the future. But I want to thank you so much for all your support. We're almost at 2,000 likes on Facebook. Go to www.facebook.com/rc3ent and hit that like button. Let's get to 2,000, guys. Subscribe on YouTube. Let's get that number up. Let's go for 15 subscribers by next week. How about that? Twitter.com/rc3ent for breaking news. Patreon.com/rc3ent to support the channel. Guys, we love supporting the channel. And finally, www.rc3entertainment.com for all my written thoughts on pro wrestling, the wrestling world, and what's going to happen next. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm always so grateful. You guys are amazing. I love you guys. Mwah. Let's complain about Goldberg some more online. Let's complain about everything. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. Good night.